Welcome all of you students. Now I start few exercises. As first exercise, I ask you to write a C sharp program to return the absolute difference between user entered number and 100. If that user entered number is greater than 100, return triple of the absolute difference. And if user entered value is less than 100, return absolute difference. Right. First of all, we ask users to enter some value. Right. First check that value with 100. Right. If that value is greater than 100 or not. If that value is greater than 100, we should get the absolute difference and return that value triple of that absolute difference, right? If user entered value is less than 100, we should return only the absolute difference, mean 100 minus n, right? In this exercise, these are the objectives. Return value from function. How to return a value from a function, and logic building, right? Logic is the important part. Not only logic, these two concepts important, right? Okay, let's go to the coding part. Right. First of all, I want to create a new project. Select console app. Console app project, we need console app with .NET framework, right? Console app .NET framework and C sharp support. Not this one, this is Visual Basic, right? C sharp exercises, and you can select whatever .NET framework version. It should higher than 4.5, right? You can use 4.5 or I use my latest one. Right. Now I create a project, right? Project means console app project. You can add this project to GitHub and commit your changes, right? In this example, I'm not doing that, right? I practice you and now you can do that. In this project, I have only one class called program.c# and that class contain my main method, right? In this example, I want users to enter some value, right? For that, I use one more class, add new class, right? First of all, I add folder. Okay, no need folder. I add class exercise 1, exercise 1, and make this class public. Don't worry about that, right? First of all, there are two objectives: how to return a value from a function and build a logic, right? First of all, I hope to add two methods. First method as void type, public void. We give name user data. We get user data from this class, this method, right? This method return type is void. That means we don't need to return any value, right? Right. In this method, I ask users to enter some number, right? Console.write, I use, you know this thing, right? Please enter a number, right? We ask users to enter a number. but we don't know what user enter. Sometimes user will enter his name, or sometimes it will be a SQL injection, right? We can't trust users, we have to validate, but this time we are not doing that. And create a variable number. First of all, we need to convert that number to in 32-bit, right? Convert dot to in 32-bit, right? First, then get users value console dot read line, right? In this line, in this part, this highlighted part, we get that value from users, right? Using this method, this function, we convert it to in 32-bit, right? Then it has integer value, and that value assigned to this num, right? Right. Now I want to build the logic, right? For that, I create one more method. Method means one class we can add any number of method, right? In one namespace we can add many classes as well, right? But when you learn design patterns and solid principle, you use only one class. The reason is those are the principle, right? This time don't worry about that. Create one more method, public. This time I use return type integer, right? Logic check is the method name. This time this will get error. Reason is you must return integer type value, any value, right? Return integer type value. We just keep 2, but we have to use some value, right? Now I want to build the logic from this method. First of all, I call this method inside this method. That's it. And we pass this number, and we accept in this method integer type value. Now, right? When we call this method, we have to give some number. This time we'll declare a method. This time we call method. When we call, we have to give some number. So it should be integer type, right? Okay, first we check if statement, actually if condition, right? We want to check this number is greater than 100. If this number is greater than 100, we should return triple of absolute difference, num minus 100, right? This will return. Else return absolute difference. Absolute difference means positive number, right? We can't use negative value. Negative means minus value. We always use 100 minus 10. One more thing, in your program there will be a many return statement, right? In your program only reach one return statement, right? If your program comes to this return statement, your program or your this method will terminate or will execute. No more execution, right? Only one return statement will call, right? Think about this. That user entered number is greater than 100, we return triple of absolute difference. If not, we can use actually else. Without else also this will work. No differences, right? This one and previous one almost same. We can use Control KD shortcut for arranging your code, right? Then you can see good arrangement. Now this method return integer type value, right? Now we can actually create a variable in text or whatever, and we can get that return integer value to this variable, and we need to use console.writeLine with this x, right? Now we have one class and two method, right? We don't need to worry about this method. That method call in this method, right? We just need to create object from this class and access this method. Comes to program.c#, create object from this class, new obj dot user data, and we use one console dot read line also, otherwise your program will froze, right? Okay, put a debug point, that is good, and start your program. Now your debug point hit. We ask users to enter some value. Use this, click here or use F10, right? Then this will open and enter value 34. What will be the result? 100 minus 32. First check that number is greater than 100 or not. This 34 is not less than 100. Then it will return only absolute difference, right? F10. First enter that value, right? Then use F10. Right. Return 66. That's the way. If you enter 120, what will be the result? 3 times 20 is 60, right? If you enter 400, what will be the result? 400 minus 100, 300. 3 times 300, 900, right? That is the result. Remember these things. Now you know how to return a value from method, right? This method return integer type value, and we get that value from this method to integer, right? Now you know how to return integer type, right? If this is a string or boolean or char, it will return that type of value, and then we can get to the variable also. Type must be integer or char or that way, right? This is the way how to return a value from function and build in logic. Logic building, I think you know, right? That's it for this lesson. You should add to the source control and commit your changes to GitHub, right? Then you can use in future, right? Okay, that's it.